Lady Broncos. Going to be a fun game here this evening. Both teams playing their first game of the year. Believe it or not, there were some high school games played yesterday. The Hayes City Shootout taking place out there in Hayes. That's an annual tradition for the Great Bend Panthers. The boys yesterday won. They are playing right now for Great Bend. The Great Bend Lady Panthers lost yesterday, and then they did lose today in their second game. The Great Bend Lady Panthers did. So there will be a preseason basketball tournament next week here in Ellenwood. We'll talk about that more throughout our broadcast. Here's your starting lineup tonight for the Russell Broncos. Let's hit them first. They'll start a 5'8" sophomore, Madison Bagley. She comes in averaging 8.8 points from last season, 5.6 games, and she plays as a freshman, really good player, and it's really nice to see when you got some young players that can step in and play at the varsity level. Peyton Wise is a senior for Russell. She's 5'7", averaging 6.5 points a game from last year. Kelly Rourke, a 5'10" junior for Russell, also getting the start for the Lady Broncos, 6.7 rebounds to lead. 0.1 rebound last year on the varsity level. 5'6" junior Kenzie Corbett, a 1 rebound, 1 point average last year. And then senior 5'7" senior, 12.7 rebound average from last year. That's Lauren Till. Wes, this is going to be fun. So you have Munson, Sharks, Beckwith, Corbett, Till for the Lady Eagles. For the Lady Broncos, Madison Bigley, Nuss, Rourke, Presser, and Walker.
Well, big thing for Ellenwood is going to be turnovers. They've got to cut the turnovers average just under 40 last year, and that's not going to win you many basketball games. So Ashley Munson's got the challenge of being the point guard tonight. She's always played off the ball. She's never really been the point guard, so let's see how she adapts to a new role. Can she be the leader and take care of the ball for the Ellenwood Eagles?
5'7" Till for Ellenwood will jump in her white, and she'll go left to right for Ellenwood, and Ellenwood wins the tip. Off very quickly, going up for the first shot of the game is Ellenwood, and they miss it, but a nice hustle by Beckwith with an offensive rebound. Winning the tip and getting the first chance to score some points. There's a loose ball. It stays with Ellenwood. Now a sharp pass down inside, and it's loose. Coming up with it is Sharks for Ellenwood. They'll set the offense up top with Munson as Russell sets up in a man-to-man. Motion offense. Till up top. She's on the right side of the floor looking for somebody to get open in the white jerseys. Back inside to Till. Was passed up top to Beckwith. She tried to get it inside. Till gets hit on the arm, but no call. So they call a block, and Russell has it. Russell up quickly up the floor, going right to left. Thanks for tuning in to Star 107.9. Steve Owens, Wes Balin, bringing you Ellenwood Eagle basketball. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here with Russell. The shot attempt was by the sophomore Presser. It rolled around, fell out. Went off of the white jersey.
That block by Rourke's no surprise. She had 5 last year against the Eagles.
Inside play to the 5'10" junior Rourke. 3-point shot, no good. 2 quick shots, no baskets for Russell. Ellenwood very quickly down the floor, long half-court pass. The shot's missed by Beckwith. It was a bunny shot from underneath the bucket. Now fighting for the rebound is this 5'1" senior Munson. They're going to call a foul on the 5'10" junior Rourke. You got to like that. 5'10" against a 5'1", and the 5'1" wins out. That's Ashley Munson going to the free throw line.
Boy, Ashley Munson with a great look down the floor, got the ball to Darian Beckwith, couldn't finish, but then Ashley got in among the trees and got the offensive rebound.
Munson, a 65% free throw shooter from last year, 15 of 23. She does not convert her first chance here this evening. Just underway in the opening quarter, there's no score. 6:50 left on the clock. Second free throw misses. Lauren Till, offensive rebound. She goes up strong with the left hand. It's missed. Rebound to the blue, the Broncos.
Boy, Lauren bothered a little bit there by Kelly Rourke. She didn't block it, but then Lauren adjusted. Couldn't finish.
Presser has it up top, guarded by Sharks. Left wing. Now down into the corner, the Broncos. Guarded closely, still by Sharks. Going one-on-one against the sophomore Presser. Presser battles inside with a bounce pass, trying to get it to her inside post presence, the 5'10" junior Rourke, but there was Sharks battling back and forth on the ground. Ball out of bounds, stays with Ellenwood. Turnover on the inbounds. Munson came up with it.
got to like the way Ashley Munson's played early. She's come up with a good pass, a nice steal there. Also got an offensive rebound.
Beckwith to Sharp to Till. Beckwith up top. Till up top, and then now losing it. Back inside. Till looked for a jump ball. The official said no. Turnover on Ellenwood. I believe that's just maybe their first of the game.
Boy, right there, Lauren Till's got to post up better. She didn't get down low, and that allowed Rourke to reach through and knock the ball away. Timeout, Bill Duncan.
Coach Bill Duncan, let's just keep it right here, get everybody kind of under control. Hold timeout. Coach Duncan and calling his ladies together. And what we've seen so far, Wes, not officially one turnover, maybe two for Ellenwood, but they have to like what they've seen so far because they've had plenty of opportunities to get points. They've missed 3 shots easy underneath the basket already.
Well, I think that's maybe some of the first game of the season jitters there a little bit. You've seen Bill Duncan ball in these first 3 trips. They want to run the floor. They want to get it up and see if, the big girls on the other team are going to be able to run with them all night. Ellenwood's going to get up and down this year, and you've seen that right from the start.
Still your starting 5, Munson, Sharks, Beckwith, Corbett, and Till. Munson brings it across the half-court stripe, guarded by Prester. Now a turnover, trying to find Till down in the right corner. Goes out of bounds, way too tall for Till. First sub of the game comes in, 5'4" senior Michelle Miller. She's up off the bench for Ashley Munson.
Boy, Ashley's really upset there. She knew she kind of had a short leash. Bill Duncan's not going to deal with turnovers. That's a bad pass, and in comes Michelle Miller. Finished the year as a point guard for this team last year. Inside
pass, it's bounced around and recovered by Ellenwood, and then a block, no whistle. Kenzie Corbett, she thought she may have had a block, but the far side official saw a piece of the arm get hacked. Good call. Sends Russell to the free throw line to shoot 2, still looking for their first points. Both teams yet to score. Just underway in this opening quarter of basketball on the Star. 107.9. There's the first point. Give this one to Madison Bigley.
First point of the season, Steve-O comes on a free throw.
Bigley, a 60% free throw shooter last year, makes them both. Full court press, 2-2-1. Applied by Russell. Ellenwood looking like they're going to be able to break it easy. They do. Up very quickly to Teal. Teal, left-handed layup. It's good. Breaking the press. Getting an easy layup on the end. Lauren Teal with her first 2.
Exactly what the doctor ordered there. Coach Duncan wants them to break it without putting it on the floor. They get the ball up to Lauren. She finishes, ties the game at 2.
Now Ellenwood drops back into a zone. A 1-3-1 look, more like a 2-3 at times. Oh, a bank shot. Up and good by the junior Walker. She didn't call it, but she got it to bounce in. Her first 2. 4-2 lead, Russell. Russell will set the press after the made bucket. And right there in the middle, whistled for her first personal foul, is Madison Bigley.
Ellenwood's doing a nice job running the press break. It's something that they just put in last week, but they've really drilled it and drilled it and drilled it. Duncan knew they were going to be pressed, and they've done a good job with it so far.
Inbound pass from Beckwith, trying to get it to Sharts. Sharts ran after it, but she was a little late on getting there. It was tipped out of bounds off of a Russell Bronco player. Ellenwood keeps it. Now a lob pass inside, trying to get it to Till. It goes off the top of the rim. There's Beckwith to rebound it. Up top, Sharp. Beckwith trying to force it inside over the arms of Russell. It's another turnover on the Eagles. Lob pass inside to Rourke. She couldn't handle those too tall. Another turnover.
Russell's getting it into the front court fast as well. Just not finishing real well early. End of the game, senior Michelle Klepper for Darian Beckwith. Klepper played a lot last year, kind of a defensive specialist, didn't score a lot. A real solid leader, though. Sharks with the left hand, dribbling it up the court. We're about halfway through the opening quarter. 4-2, it's Russell leading the Ellenwood Eagles. Motion offense, still man-to-man, way too slow on that play developing. Corbett had it in the right corner. By the time she decided to pass it inside, it was too late. Turnover, Russell down the floor. They missed a shot. Offensive rebound, another miss, but a defensive rebound. This one, too, Michelle Klepper. There's Michelle Klepper battling for the ball in there. She's outsized, but she didn't quit. She's always going to fight. Every one of the coaches at Ellenwood High School will tell you that about Michelle.
Miller flashing through the lane. She catches it over on the far side, up top to Corbett. Right side to Klepper. Back into Corbett, back to Klepper. She loses it, recovers, tries to find somebody inside. No, it's just flat stolen away. Pickpocketed by Peyton Wise. Another turnover, the 5th of the first quarter. 4-2, 3:30 to play opening quarter. Russell leads. Inside. The post position is where Ellenwood could struggle tonight because Rourke has the height advantage, but she missed an easy turnaround shot. Another unforced turnover, the 6th of the opening quarter. This pass went right through the arms of Michelle Miller, out of bounds to the Russell bench.
Well, one thing I can tell you about Rourke, she had 5 blocks last year, which was impressive, but she was 1 of 11 from the floor. Her post game wasn't developed last year, and it seems like maybe she's still got a lot to work on when she's going to be shooting the basketball.
Reva Thomas now on the floor. Lauren Hill sits for the first time. 3:10 to play opening quarter. Inside, double team, layup, miss. Russell, offensive rebound, they miss it, but a foul called, I believe, on Kenzie Corbett. If it is, it'll be her second. It is team foul number 2. Matches both these teams in the team foul category. It is her second, Corbett.
Well, that's one thing that's going to make Coach Duncan hot under the collar. One of the team goals is to not give up offensive rebounds, and Russell's had more than their share of second-chance opportunities. Kind of surprised he's leaving Kenzie Corbett out there with 2 early fouls.
Well, he's looking to the bench trying to decide who he's going to bring in. He's going to bring Ashley Munson in, but it's not for Corbett. It'll be for Sharps. So the only starters right now on the floor is Ashley Munson, who just checked in, and Kenzie Corbett with those 2 fouls. The free throw was missed. The second one is too strong. Rebound, fought for, offensive rebound, turnaround, put back good. Madison Begley. That's her 4th point, first field goal. 6-2, Russell by 4.
Ellenwood a little handcuffed right now. Jamie Christensen's been ill. She would have been a post player coming off the bench. 7 turnovers for the Eagles with a travel there.
Darian Beckwith whistled for the turnover. It was a nice job by the Ellenwood Eagles breaking the press. Corbett had it on the far side of the court, had a cross-court pass over to Beckwith. She caught it in stride, tried to sit her feet, and shuffled it. Now a trap right across the half-court line forces Russell to throw the ball around way up high like a hacky sack, and they do turn it over. It's their 3rd unofficially in this opening quarter. 2:40 to play. We're in the first, 6-2. Ellenwood trailing by 4, looking for a bucket. Munson to the left side to Klepper. Klepper, left corner, Till. Till looking for a cutter. She finds one, but it goes off the hands of Thomas. Turnover. Ellenwood on the other end will have to try to get it a rebound on the defensive side. All they get is a whistle and a foul on Michelle Miller. The bucket by Russell is no good.
Right now, Ellenwood's standing and watching when the shot goes up. Russell's taking advantage of it. They pound the offensive boards, and here's another opportunity with some free throws. Got to box out better, Steve.
2 free throws coming up for Russell. The first one is good. I believe it's Madison Begley again, shooting 2 where she's 3 for 3. She's a 5'8" sophomore. She misses a second, hits the front of the iron. 2 Eagles to the bench to check in at the next dead ball. There's a high pass brought down very. Climbing the ladder was Michelle Miller to bring it down. Lauren Till turns it over. She stepped on the line right behind her.
Boy, of the 9 turnovers I have Ellenwood with right now, at least 6 of them are unforced.
Absolutely. 7-2, Russell. 2:10 to play first quarter.
If you want to know what killed the Lady Eagles last year, it was these same type of turnovers.
4th foul whistled on the Lady Eagles. This one's on Sharps. Her first. First quarter, 2:05 to play. Russell with the ball and a 5-point advantage. Hill's on the floor along with Sharps. Also Munson's out there. They're in a 1-3-1, the Eagles are. Beckwith is also on the floor. Little short corner shot from the right side, misses by Russell, but an offensive rebound misses. Another offensive rebound put back. It rattles out. Rebound by Beckwith. Nice job by Beckwith, the junior, boxing out and getting the rebound. up the floor. It's Munson with a long two-pointer that misses. Barely struck the back of the rim. Actually, the back of the basket. There's Beckwith with an interception and a turnover on Russell. Sharks with a two-point jumper. Bottom of the net, good. Timeout, 30-second one called by Russell. Ellenwood back within a bucket, 7-4. Take a quick timeout. Back over this on the Star 107.9.
Dole Insurance Group of Ellenwood would like to wish all the Ellenwood athletes good luck all season. For all your insurance needs, stop by Dole Insurance Group, located on East Santa Fe, and visit with Richard. Dole Insurance Group, proud to support Ellenwood Eagles sports. The Ellenwood Booster Club would like to wish all the Eagle athletic teams good luck this season. Support the Eagles and join the Ellenwood Booster Club by contacting a Booster Committee member. The Ellenwood Booster Club, a proud supporter of Eagle sports. Ellenwood Packing Plant is proud to be a sponsor of Ellenwood Eagles sports. Serving Central Kansas for over 30 years, Ellenwood Packing Plant is your main source for beef and pork cuts. Plus, don't forget about the fresh deli. Ellenwood Packing Plant wishes all the Ellenwood Eagle athletes good luck and congratulates them on achieving the teamwork, leadership, and good sportsmanship. Ellenwood Packing Plant on 56 Highway, just west of Ellenwood.
Back after the timeout, Russell with the basketball, leading 7-4. He had a good point at, we'll talk about it here in a second, three-point shot. Off and good. This one is by Caitlin Walker. That's her 4th point of the game. Till breaks the press. Sharks with it on the right side. Dribbles in a high dribble. Back to Till. Her shot is blocked and stolen from behind by Walker, the junior. Now Till races down the floor. She may get called for the foul with a little bump behind. She doesn't. Shot missed. Till with it. There's Thomas to Beckwith. Beckwith thought about the shot. She gets it up to Till, who's going to try to set up the offense. Finds Sharks right inside, wide open, but she missed. A wide open bunny shot. She didn't use the glass. It was an easy shot. Flop missed.
Great look by Lauren Till from out high.
9-4. Ellenwood trails with 20 seconds left in the first. There's Thomas with the rebound to Munson. Up to Sharp. Beckwith is calling forward on the right side, or make it the left side. She gets it. She drives baseline, shoots the shot, makes it, but they're going to wave it off. The foul was before the shot. I've been calling Thomas Beckwith prior to that timeout. Thanks for correcting me on that one, Les.
Reba Thomas got a nice rebound down there underneath, and I don't want to take one away from Derry, but Reba deserves the rebound she got.
8.5 seconds left. Ellenwood will have to be very quick. 6-5-4. Ellenwood takes a shot. They miss it, fighting for the rebound. Russell comes up with it. They will not get a shot off. End of the first quarter. Ellenwood had an opportunity to maybe lead this game, but 9 turnovers and a lot of missed baskets. Ellenwood trails 9-4 at the end of one. And back after this on the Star 107.9.
Serves is your convenient stop to kick off or end any Eagle football game. So, huddle on into Serves. Serves is everything you need to tackle your thirst. Warm up or cool down with a wide selection of convenient food and flavorful drinks, including the Snowball. Serves has it all. And don't forget to fuel up with Conoco gas at Serves. Don't sit on the sidelines. See what's in store at Serves. Fill up.
Let the Marmies make it happen for you. 3 generations, 2 dealerships, 1 big selection. Whether you're looking for a car, a truck, a crossover, minivan, or SUV, we've got them. The choosing is easy. Come by and see us or visit us on the web at marmies.net. Check out our Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep inventories, and we'll put you in the vehicle that you want at the best prices in central and western Kansas. Marmies makes it happen with full value, big selection, and award-winning service. Come see us.
Well, you know, Wes, with Ellenwood only trailing 9-4, yes, they have to be disappointed because they have way too many turnovers, 9 to be exact. But they missed so many easy shots that they at least could have maybe had this game tied, if not led at the end of the first quarter.
They could very easily have the lead. They've missed at least 3 layups underneath. They're getting good shots out of the offense, but they have to finish.
Same starters on the floor to start of the game except Corbett, and that's because she has 2 fouls. It's Thomas on the floor for her, along with Munson, Sharts, Till, and Beckwith. Russell being very patient with the basketball. They'll take a shot from 15 feet on the left baseline. Beckwith with a rebound on the missed shot. Munson up the floor very quickly. Till inside. Her shot is blocked. Off to Russell. They're going to run with it down that baseline. Look up Munson, though. Munson cutting off the play of Russell Broncos, but Munson a little too aggressive. Whistle for the personal foul.
Thought we might get a walk out of that because Munson was just kind of there. A little incidental contact, but they're going to whistle a foul.
15 foul on Ellenwood. Russell will check it in. On the right side of their bucket, they get it in up top to their sophomore point guard, Prester. She goes over to travel, going inside with it. Walker, too. I believe that's Rourke. It is. Walker looked at the officials and her coach putting her hands up because she thought Rourke had better advantage. And she fell on the floor. No, excuse me. Now they call a personal foul. This one is whistled on Thomas. I thought it was a turnover. Maybe the official out top saw it differently.
Well, I thought he did whistle the turnover, but, it doesn't matter. It's up on the scoreboard as a foul right now.
One more will put Russell in the bonus. Lob inside on the inbound. There's a turnover. Coming up with it is Thomas with the steal. Turnover number 5 of the first half on Russell. Sharks crossover dribble. Tries to get it inside. Now it's spin on that left side by Beckwith. Beckwith couldn't get anything, but Thomas got the offensive rebound to Till. She's on the right side. Trying a skip pass that's stolen out of the air. 10th turnover on Ellenwood. We go to the other side. Russell fighting for the basketball after they miss a shot. It's Rourke with another offensive rebound. You can really see both teams struggling with the basketball on offense and defense. Russell can't make anything either. They missed 3 straight.
It's not a pretty basketball game, Steve. A lot of missed layups.
Hill inside, has a shot blocked, gets her own rebound. Takes it right back up on Rourke. On Rourke, and Rourke gets called for the personal foul. Rourke thought she was straight up. So did the coach, Frank Schultz. Frank Schulte, an official, you may have heard it, was yelling at him.
The referee told him to sit down. He's heard enough.
No, he didn't tell him to sit down. He like yelled it at him more than once. Still hits the first free throw. That's her first. They only have 1 foul up on the board for her, and that's not right. I've got her for at least 2, and they do on the board. They officially get it up there, too. 6-5 in fouls after the first free throw by Till, which is her 3rd point of the game. She misses her 2nd free throw. Gets the Russell lead down to 4. 6:10 to play. We're in the 2nd quarter. Shot misses for Russell. Offensive rebound. Also misses, but over the back on Madison Bigley, the sophomore. Her 2nd. Boy,
well,
Coach Schulte was not a happy camper there. This is his 2nd year at Russell.
One thing Coach Duncan's not going to like, his team goal is to start out at least at 70% from the free throw line, and they've missed a pair of them early.
Nice inside pass to Lauren Till. Gets the right-handed layup to go down. 9-7, now a possible turnover. No, Sharks couldn't come up with it. Yes, it will be a turnover. Why? Because Paige Gridley, Chantel Presser, the sophomore, fell to the ground and traveled with it. Beckwith will check it in.
Ellenwood's battled back to within a 1 bucket here.
And it's all with the inside play of Till. And the reason why Till's getting open on the inside post is because it's like a 4-1 look. What that means is there's 4 guards up top around the perimeter, and they're leaving Till inside with one-on-one coverage because Russell's playing a man-to-man. And Till really is like a guard, and she can go one-on-one against any post player. And Madison Bigley got whistled for her 3rd. Inside to Till on the inbounds from Beckwith. Till misses the shot. 9-7, Ellenwood trails by 2. 5:40 to play, 2nd quarter. Shot no good by Russell. Sharks with the rebound. Looks down the floor. She'll keep it and just bring it up very slowly, setting up the offense. Points to her left. She's trying to find Munson. She does. She's down inside. Almost forced that one inside to Till. It goes out of bounds off of Russell. Russell West trying to double team and almost triple team Till on the inside.
Well, they're working the ball into Lauren, pounding it in there right now.
There's a 2-point shot just inside the 3-point arc by Sharts. That's too short. Rebound to Russell. They lead 9-7, 5:10 to play in the second quarter. Devin Patton, the sophomore, getting set to check in for Ellenwood. Shot up good. I believe that was Peyton Wise. For Russell, touches the lead to 4, 11-7.
Really impressed with how the Ellenwood girls have handled the press today. The press has not been a problem.
Munson and Beckwith getting the ball up the floor. Inside to Tiller. Turn around, left-handed layup. Good.
Lauren's heating up, Steve. Lauren is heating up. She's ready to play some ball.
5 in the quarter, 7 in the game, 9 for the team. But they still trail by 2. 4.5 to play. We're in the second quarter. Russell trying to set up their offense. There's a 15-foot jumper. That's no good by Russell's Caitlin Walker. Rebound to Ellenwood, but going to the free throw line will be the Eagles because it's a 1-on-1. Look at both these teams. They're already exhausted, Wes. I'm exhausted from just calling the basketball game. I'm exhausted from watching these young ladies, and they've been training for the last couple of weeks.
Boy, they've worked real hard on getting into what Coach Duncan calls good basketball shape. Reba Thomas has kind of turned the tide inside with the offensive rebound. She's strong, she's undersized, but she's not going to be outworked by anybody, and she's come up with probably 3 or 4 real solid rebounds inside.
Michelle Miller back on the floor for Beckwith. Reba Thomas to shoot a 1-on-1. She can tie this game up if she hits them both. She hits the first one, she gets a bonus. Ellenwood now 2 of 5 from the stripe. This is Reba Thomas, the 5'5" senior at the free throw line. Did not shoot any free throws last year on the varsity level. Second free throw too strong. Bounces off, fighting for it is still an Ellenwood and Russell player. And how about Michelle Klepper, who's on the floor? How about that battle by the senior? She said, you're not getting this one for me, and she held on to it very strong. It's a jump ball.
Right now, Ellenwood's not backing down from the challenge. Russell came in here and took the lead, and now Ellenwood's come off the deck and really made a nice comeback just from effort.
And cutting down the turnovers. Jump ball says White gets to keep it. Devin Patton inside. She's the big post player. She's looking for the ball. Goes right out of bounds, though, off of Sharts. Why? Because it was knocked out of bounds. Foul on Russell. 1-on-1 coming up for Sharts. Sharts did not shoot any free throws last year at the varsity level. How about the turnovers for Ellenwood? I believe they had 9, maybe 10. Make it 9 in that first quarter, Wes. They only have 1 here in the second quarter.
That's right.
Have to be pleased with that performance.
That's right. They played a little tentative for a while in the first, and now they've got it under control. Bailey injured her knee in just the 4th game of the season last year before halftime in the Chase game, so she didn't get to play a lot of basketball last season.
Klepper, Miller, Till, Sharts, and Patton on the floor. First free throw of the 1-on-1 good. Again, this is Bailey Sharp. She has 3 points in the game. She's 1 for 1 from the stripe. Knocks the game up at 11 and give Ellenwood the lead, 12-11. Allows Ellenwood to apply a little press, but Russell is extremely quick to get it down the floor. 12-11, 4:10 to play before halftime. The Barton Community College halftime show will be up in about 4 minutes. Ellenwood with the lead, playing some aggressive defense. They're in a zone, a 2-3 look. Now a double team on the inside, traveling with the basketball. The junior Rourke. A turnover, the 7th of the game on the Russell Broncos.
Well, basketball's a funny game, isn't it, Steve? For a while, it looked like Ellenwood lost all traction and couldn't get anything going. And now they've battled back, taking the lead, and Russell's really struggling.
Well, we said at the end of the quarter, Russell had the lead, but you did not have to be. Patton just called for the basketball. Looked like she got fouled, but no, she didn't. She went up strong with it, missed it, got her own rebound, went up again and flat missed another bunny. But that's why Ellenwood was not leading at the end of the first quarter. Right there, too many missed bunny shots down low.
Excellent work rate by Devin Patton. She posted up hard, got the ball, missed the shot, but got an offensive rebound.
3-point attempt coming up by Presser, the sophomore. She can't get it, but another offensive rebound. This one ran down by the 5'5" sophomore, Savannah Huff.
Rebound, Michelle Klepper. She stuck the elbows out and said, that ball is mine. Backed everybody off in a hurry.
Shards to Miller, inside to Steele. No, it's tipped away. Trying to force it inside, Miller was. Another turnover, the 11th, I believe, in the first half. 3 minutes to play before halftime. 12-11, Ellenwood still leading. Steele inside, trying to play post position on the inside, and she had enough defensive presence on Rourke to force Rourke to alter her shot. There was Patton, the 5'9" sophomore, to help out and get a rebound. Patton calls for it again. What a post move on the inside, but she took too long to get set up. And when Patton decided to make the move, she traveled with it. Another turnover on the Ellenwood Eagles, but pretty pleased what we've seen so far by the sophomore Patton.
Oh, this is her first varsity game out there, and you can see she's a sophomore. When she got the ball, you could see her actually on her face, thinking about what move she's going to make, and then she traveled when she tried to make the move.
Coach Bill Duncan is yet to sit down in the first half. It is his first game as the head coach of the Ellenwood Lady Eagles. Russell has it. A two-point shot from the short corner will not fall from the right side of the bucket. They're still with a rebound. 2:20 to play before half. Ellenwood still running their offense up the floor very quickly. Another missed shot, bunny by Klepper, fighting for the rebound. A whistle. Patton holds her nose. She's going to get up strong. I believe she's going to the free throw line. They're going to call Peyton Wise her third personal foul already. Wow. A lot of foul trouble for the starters for Russell. 19th foul. Here's Patton to shoot 2.
I think Peyton's done until after halftime now. They've got a sub at the timing table.
Patton misses a free throw. Ellenwood was 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first quarter. They were 5 of 6, make it 5 of 7 so far in the second quarter. Patton, the sophomore, to shoot the second. This is the first or second one right in there. Ellenwood will set up a little half-court press, leading now by 2, 13-11, 2:10 to play before the Barton Community College halftime show. Whistle. Turnover on that far side. Why? Because Savannah Huff, the sophomore, stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
I was going to complain about the Ellenwood trap there at half court, just not a very aggressive trap, kind of a tentative trap, allowed the ball to get down in the corner, but then Russell just stepped on the line and turned the ball over, so Ellenwood got away with one there. If you're going to trap, you got to come hard and get the job done.
2 minutes to play before half. Sharks dribbling, right-hand dribble, crossover to the left side, too far in front of Michelle Klepper. She cannot handle it. It goes out of bounds. Another unforced turnover, but Ellenwood has cut back on their turnovers here in the second quarter. Up the floor, Walker, the junior. She'll kick it up to Gridley. Ellenwood's in a 1-3-1 zone look, causing a little havoc for the Broncos on their offense. But finding a two-point opportunity was Russell Gridley. She can't get it, fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of one of the Russell Broncos. No, excuse me, it goes off of Reba Thomas, the senior.
Ellenwood needs to be more active with that zone. Get those hands up and be active in there. You don't just stand around when you're in a zone. You've got to have those hands moving, active, create some trouble for the offense.
Reba Thomas comes out with a steal for Ellenwood. Now double teamed in the corner was Thomas. She gets it away. This one to Klepper. Klepper to Sharp. Sharp inside. Her shot is blocked. Michelle Miller took the shot. And we are surrounded by a bunch of Russell fans, and they are all yelling terrible. After that whistle stops play because Jamie Schulte gets called for her first personal foul. It'll send Michelle Miller to the free throw line where she drains the first free throw. Miller, the senior, 8 of 17 last year.
Excellent cut through the lane there by Michelle to show to the ball, gives her an opportunity to get to the free throw line. Running that motion offense well.
Beautiful form by the senior Miller. Drains them both. Ellenwood is hot from the free throw line in this second quarter. They've only missed 3. By Hudding, 7 of them. 14-11, a full court press, 2-2-1 look by Ellenwood. But Russell able to break it very easily. A layup good. Janice Schulte, the freshman, on the floor right now. She gets her first 2 of the game. 15-13, a minute left before half. Ball goes out of bounds off of Russell. Sophomore Patton had the ball, just a 3-quarter court, make it at right across the half-court line, I should say, and she tried to force it to the far side to Klepper. Went out of bounds, though. Inbounds play to Munson. Munson forces it inside to Thomas. Tipped out of bounds.
Boy, so far what we've seen of the pressure defense from both teams, it's been more of a problem for the defense than it has the offense. It's been 2 or 3 passes and layups at the other end. They just haven't been converted very often.
Miller dribbles it up top to Munson. Munson looking to set up the offense with 40 seconds to play before half. Ellenwood leads by 2, 15-13. Both teams are in the bonus if there's a free throw. Possession arrow says Russell. Pat takes her time, sets up her move. She cannot get a turnaround hook shot to fall. Got an offensive rebound. She misses it. Defensive rebound to Russell. Caught the basket by Walker. To go to the free throw line to try to take a 1-point lead to the locker and maybe for the Russell Broncos.
Boy, that's a silly foul for the senior Ashley Munson.
That's her second. Team foul is 7. Munson just got beat. She tried to get in front of the Russell Bronco player, and she couldn't get down the floor quick enough. Thomas, nope, make it Miller with the rebound. To Munson, timeout. The second in the first half. Take it with them. 15-15. We're in the second quarter, 16 seconds to play before half. Back up to this on the Star.
Whether you had planned to attend another college or weren't planning on attending college at all, it's not too late to enroll for classes at Barton Community College. Take one class or many classes, online or in person, GED classes, or perhaps get workforce training. Find what drives you at Barton. And if you are unsure what you want to do, Barton can help you with that as well. Campus tours are available, so call the admissions office today and get driven with Barton.
Out of the timeout, tied up at 15. The second timeout of the game for Coach Bill Duncan and the Ellenwood Lady Eagles. Ellenwood has cut back on the turnovers. They've only made 2 field goals in the second quarter compared to the 3 field goals for Russell. But Russell is 0 for 1 at the free throw line, while Ellenwood, on the other hand, they've attempted 9 free throws, Wes, and they've only missed 3.
Ellenwood's done a good job of getting the ball inside and giving an opportunity to get to the free throw line. Good job of getting into the lane, getting the ball to the post, and that's caused Russell some trouble.
7 seconds to play. Russell trying to stop Ellenwood's shot attempt before the buzzer with 2 and 1. There is a shot at the buzzer. It's blocked. We started this game at 0. We went to the end of the first quarter with Russell leading 9-4. Ellenwood has to be pleased with where they stand right now at halftime because it's all tied up at 15. The Barton Community College halftime show. We'll join Barton Community College's Mike Dawes, and we'll have about a 7-minute interview with him, see what the happenings are at Barton Community College. Get driven at Barton.
Manweiler Chevrolet of Hoisington has been serving the Cheyenne Bottoms area for over 4 generations. When you're ready for a new truck or car, be sure to stop by Manweiler's and visit with Gene or the guys. They have a wide range of new trucks and new cars, plus a complete body repair shop and service department. Manweiler Chevrolet, in business for over 4 generations. Teal Printing offers a complete line of printing and promotional products. If you need business forms, computer forms, brochures, or just a few cups or pens, Teal Printing can do it all. With a tradition of excellence since 1967, Teal Printing is proud to serve the Ellenwood and Great Bend area. Teal Printing congratulates the Eagles on achieving teamwork, leadership, and good sportsmanship. For a quality pre-owned car or truck, visit KW Auto Sales in Ellenwood. If they don't have what you're looking for, no problem. Kerry will travel far and wide to find you the right vehicle. Plus, you can rest assured knowing your car or truck purchased from KW Auto Sales is always reasonably priced and backed by a warranty. KW Auto Sales of Ellenwood is proud to support Ellenwood Eagle Athletics.
It's convenient, fast, clean, and fun. Do the zip top, baby, when y'all on the
The Zip
run.
Stop is now serving Hunt Brothers Pizza at 3 locations. Stop in at 10th and Grant or 19th and Main in Great Bend or 200 East Santa Fe in Ellenwood for great tasting Hunt Brothers Pizza. Get a whole pizza or buy it by the hump. The Zip Stop serves pizza just the way you like it. All toppings, no extra charge.
Zip Stop, baby. Ooh, it's convenient, fast, clean, and fun. Do the Zip Stop, baby, when y'all on the run.
This is the Barton Community College Halftime Show. A first half recap, analysis, and second half keys to a win. Eagles football on the Star, 107.9.
This is Michael Dawes, Director of Public Relations at Barton Community College. Today we're talking with Janet Balk. She's Barton E-Companion and Hybrid Coordinator. She's also involved with the Fisher House Fund Drive of Barton's, and we're discussing that 9th annual Barton Fisher House Fund Drive. And tell our listeners first about Fisher House Foundation, and then we'll talk more about specifically about Barton's Fisher House Fund. What does that do for injured soldiers, and what is it exactly?
Well, the Fisher House Foundation is actually an international organization. They have several different things that they do for soldiers and their families. One of the first things that they do is that they operate Fisher houses that are sort of like the Ronald McDonald House. Fisher House oftentimes will build a center that is close to a armed forces hospital, and because the family members who are also going to be there need a comfortable place to stay, because if you've ever stayed in a hotel room, it's not very luxurious or comfortable. So what they do is they allow the family members to stay close by and to stay in a nice home-like environment, and they don't charge for the boarding there, because it can become extremely expensive. For example, if one of the stories that I'm familiar with is there was a woman that was a member of a military family, and she gave birth to a set of with a set of twins that had some fairly serious medical issues, and the twins were going to have to stay in the hospital for several months. Now, the mother, of course, could have stayed in the hospital, but that's not very comfortable. And also, if she would have stayed in a hotel near the hospital, that would have been, obviously for months, thousands and thousands of dollars. So in staying at the Fisher House location that was near that hospital, she was able to save that expense.
You indicated, obviously, that these individuals can go get these items from the PX store. If they're so injured that they can't, they still have these items available to them, right?
Absolutely. There are just so many very nice people who donate their time with the Fisher House at Landstuhl Air Force Base, and they obviously, if the soldier is too severely injured to be able to go, or it's uncomfortable for them to go, then they can talk to one of the Fisher House employees. And there have been occasions where the Fisher House employees have gone and gotten the items for the people. Absolutely.
And just so our listeners know, Janet, we're interviewing by way of telephone. Janet, you this is the 9th annual. You've been involved with this project from the beginning. How did that evolve with Barton's connection to this Fisher House Fund Drive?
Well, the first time I ever heard about the Fisher House was through Wynn Butler, who is currently an instructor at that we were helping, and I just continued on from there, and every year we've had very, very generous people that have devoted their funds from that. We've had auctions where people that work at Barton County have donated. My name's Janet Balk, and you can send it to P.O. Box 2463, Building 217, Fort Riley, Kansas, 66442.
I know that the Fisher House Foundation has a 4-star rating. How much of our money that you bring in goes to our Fisher House Fund Drive?
100% of anybody's donations to the Fort Riley Fisher House goes directly to the Fisher House Foundation.
Have you ever tried to guess how many individuals you've actually helped with the Fort Riley Fisher House Fund?
have tried to figure that out. Let's say that every person gets a $50 gift card. If you take a look at what we've been able to gather so far, not taking into account this year, but taking into account over the past several years, that's getting close to 150 people that have gotten gift cards just from what we have done. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but if you can even afford $5, that will get somebody something that, like a magazine. It will give somebody a sense of home, a sense of comfort, a sense of there are people that we here that we care about you. It's Christmas. We know that you are away from your family. You're having to spend it in a hospital. That's terrible enough. You've been injured. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done. And here's something that we can do for you.
Thanks, Janet, for joining us. This is Michael Dawes saying so long.
Hi, I'm Emmett Smith. Sports has given me a lot to smile about over the years. But as an athlete and a father of young athletes, I know how important it is to protect yourself from injury. That's why I've teamed up with the American Association of Orthodontists to encourage athletes to play it safe. I've seen firsthand how quickly an accident can happen when out on the field, the court, or even the dance floor. Wearing protective gear like mouth guards, face masks, and helmets can reduce the risk of injury and keep you in the game. Visit braces.org.
Dove Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac supports Ellenwood Eagle Athletics. When you're ready to make your next vehicle purchase, stop by Dove's for a test drive. See Rick, Marty, or Rob for details on all the latest cash incentives or low-interest financing. They'll do their best to match you up with a vehicle that best meets your needs for comfort, reliability, and value. You'll be glad you chose Dove Chevrolet Buick Cadillac on West 10th, right next to Brahms in Great Bend. Good luck, Eagles.
Well, that's great timing. The Barton Community College halftime show ends right there, and we're set for the second half. That's just doggone good timing. 2 personal fouls for Ashley Munson and 2 personal fouls for Kenzie Corbett West, and that's really the only foul trouble for the Ellenwood Eagles. They'll get you some more official stats at the next dead ball opportunity. Tied at 15 to start this second half. Russell has the basketball. Russell does have their big gal in trouble with 3 personal fouls, and they try to go inside to Rourke West, but it's knocked out of bounds by Lauren Hill, who leads the Ellenwood Eagles with 7 points.
Well, Lauren had a nice first half, I think. She came up with 7 points and also had a nice game with 5 rebounds.
There's a 3-point bucket by Caitlin Walker. Caitlin last year from the 3-point line, this stat, when you see this stat I'm about to tell you, you better know where she's at. She was 16 of 16 last year from the 3-point line. She's still perfect. Unbelievable. A 3-pointer by Caitlin Walker for Russell. On the other end, Ellenwood can't make the bucket, and it's recovered by Russell, and they're up the floor very quickly, knocked out of bounds off of Ellenwood.
Well, Darian Beckwith came through and prevented a layup there with a quick hand, knocked the ball out of bounds.
Russell's number 24 for everybody listening here in the gymnasium. Again, we thank you for that. We thank our sponsors and all of our listeners. But Russell's 24 with the basketball. Caitlin Walker, perfect from the 3-point line last year and perfect so far tonight. Rebound, misses. Offensive rebound, put back good by the sophomore Bagley. That gives Russell a quick 5-0 spurt and takes the lead 20-15 just here in the opening minutes of the third quarter.
Russell came up with 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. It's a number Coach Duncan's going to want to cut down.
A trip on the baseline by Russell Chantel Prester. Chantel whistled.
Russell's number 23, Chantel Prester.
Her first personal foul. Team foul number 1. 3-point shot misses by Munson. Offensive rebound, fought forward, pulled down right underneath to Corbett, but she can't hit the bunny shot. Ellenwood just can't buy any buckets. That's the one thing you'll have to work on over the weekend because you got 3 games next week to play for Ellenwood. Now Lawrence Hill can't get any good defensive Pressure right there on Madison Bigley. The sophomore gets another bucket, her second in the quarter, her 6th point of the game. Stretches the lead to 22-15, the biggest lead of the game for either.
Part of me is surprised Coach Duncan didn't go for a timeout there, but when you think about it, the offense is still creating layups. They're just not making them. You know, what can you tell the girls on the sideline about making layups? They just have to do it.
Nice pass inside, left-handed layup. This one is good by Kinsey Corbett. Did not play hardly any of the second quarter because she has 2 fouls in the first.
Probably the most impressive thing for Ellenwood is the way they're looking inside with these passes. Great job of finding open people underneath.
Right there was an opportunity for Ellenwood to set up the trap on the far side of the court. They set up their half-court press, and it was there, but Darian Beckwith had about 2 feet to her right, which was the sideline, and Russell tried to go between there. Beckwith slid her right hip over and got called for the personal foul.
Could be 3 on Kinsey Corbett, Steve.
Inside, trying to fight for defensive position, Corbett was, and she got called for her 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2. Going to the free throw line is the sophomore, 5'8" sophomore, Bigley. She is the go-to person here in this quarter. Has 2 free throws, hits the first, has 5 points, 10 in the game. I think earlier I said 7. But Madison Bigley now with 10 points to lead all scorers. Back into the lineup. Second free throw misses. The rebound by Reba Thomas, who came in for Corbett, who picked up her 3rd foul. 23-17, Russell, 5:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. A nice double team on the front side and back side for the Russell Broncos on Lawrence Hill. Russell very quickly up the floor. Very quickly up the floor, and they get an easy transition bucket after they missed their first shot. Beckwith called for the personal foul, her 2nd. Team foul number 3, and Russell coming out smoking here in this 3rd quarter. Stretches in their lead to 25-17, an 8-point advantage. Free throw no good.
You know, Ellenwood really doesn't need to change a whole lot. They just have to, you know, basically start making shots.
There's a shot inside that rattles out. It was up and down by Darian Beckwith, the junior, but it just popped out at the last minute. Russell with another rebound. They've got to definitely be leading the rebounding category here tonight. Total rebounds 17 in the first half to 20. 20 total rebounds for Ellenwood. That was very surprising to me.
Oh, that is a surprising number. The numbers were a lot closer than I frankly thought they should be.
Lawrence Hill trying to find somebody to get open. She finally does. Playing catch with it up top now is Sharks and Beckwith. Beckwith back with the basketball. She's in the left wing. Takes a left-handed dribble and pulls it back up top. Now down to Sharks. Jumps up and in. Good. Sharks. 25-19. 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter of play. Ellen will try to look for a defensive stop. 6th point of the game for Sharks. Now an inside play. Lawrence Hill got away with the foul. Basket is good, and Madison Bigley is taking over this ball game.
Well, they're fronting the post. They're doing a good job with that, but they're not helping off the weak side very well defensively.
27-19. Now a loose ball. Everybody's fighting for it. Russell comes up with it. They're going to move the ball very quickly down the floor. A layup on the left hand. Count it. Get a timeout. Coach Duncan calls it right here. Caitlin Walker. And Ellenwood has only put 4 points on the board here in this 3rd quarter, while Russell, on the other hand, has put up 14. It's a 29-19, 10-point advantage. Ellenwood trails now with 3:29 to play in the 3rd. Back up to this on the Star.
Dole Insurance Group of Ellenwood would like to wish all the Ellenwood athletes good luck all season. For all your insurance needs, stop by Dole Insurance Group, located on East Santa Fe, and visit with Richard. Dole Insurance Group, proud to support Ellenwood Eagles sports. The Ellenwood Booster Club would like to wish all the Eagle athletic teams good luck this season. Support the Eagles and join the Ellenwood Booster Club by contacting a Booster Committee member. The Ellenwood Booster Club, a proud supporter of Eagle sports. Manweiler Chevrolet of Hoisington has been serving the Cheyenne Bottoms area for over 4 generations. When you're ready for a new truck or car, be sure to stop by Manweiler's and visit with Gene or the guys. They have a wide range of new trucks and new cars, plus a complete body repair shop and service department. Manweiler Chevrolet, in business for over 4 generations. Ellenwood Packing Plant is proud to be a sponsor of Ellenwood Eagles Sports. Serving Central Kansas for over 30 years, Ellenwood Packing Plant is your main source for beef and pork cuts. Plus, don't forget about the fresh deli. Ellenwood Packing Plant wishes all the Ellenwood Eagle athletes good luck and congratulates them on achieving the teamwork, leadership, and good sportsmanship. Ellenwood Packing Plant on 56 Highway, just west of Ellenwood.
Out of the Ellenwood timeout, they break the full court press by Russell. Ellenwood needs a bucket. Sharp tries to get it, but she slammed hard as she went up for the left-handed layup. She'll go to the free throw line. Bailey Sharp, a 5'4" junior. Sharp 2 for 2 in the first half from the free throw line. She has 6 points in the game. Ellenwood needs 2 points right here, trailing by 10. There's one.
Bailey Sharp's taking good advantage of this motion offense. The last 2 trips for Ellenwood, she flashed, got open, and created good opportunities for herself, and now she scores from the free throw line.
All about movement. Corbett back on the floor out of that timeout also for Ellenwood. She has 3 personal fouls. Sharp hits them both. Russell is running with the basketball. A nice step-in move by Russell Madison Bagley, folks, and if somebody doesn't pick her up, she's going to tear Ellenwood apart.
Got to stop the basketball, Steve. They're struggling defensively, getting back.
She has 9 points in the quarter, 14 in the game. It's back to a 10-point advantage, 31-21 for Russell. Swinging the ball around up top. Miller has it, guarded closely by the Russell Broncos. Unforced turnover goes off of the right hand of the senior Klepper.
That pass was just behind Michelle Klepper. Delivered in there pretty hot from Michelle Miller behind her, and Klepper just had no chance to really haul that one in. I think Coach Duncan, can't be too upset with his offense because he's creating the shots he wants. You just got to start putting more in the hole defensively. I think he's probably really angry right now because they're getting beat back almost every trip right now.
Munson's on the floor along with Beckwith, also Till, also Corbett, and then Michelle Miller. Russell, and feeling it is Madison Bagley. Madison Bagley cannot be stopped. She hits a 12-footer from the right short corner baseline. Stretches the lead to 12. 33-21. And Wes, what can you do for Madison Bagley? She's only a sophomore. 5'8". She's tearing it up so far in this third quarter.
Well, she led Russell last year with 7 points against the Eagles. Right now, she's just getting the ball and just getting shots up.
Munson tries to throw up a 3. Can't find the bottom of the net. Rebound to Bagley. Bagley up the court very quickly to Prester. Prester's shot is no good. But another offensive rebound, and the putback is by Kelly Ward. The offensive rebounds are starting to really cause damage to the Ellenwood Eagles, who now trail by 14. Remember, we were tied at 15. Jump ball. Lauren Hill got tied up by Peyton Wise.
Boy, that might be Lauren's first touch in this second half. If you're going to get points, you probably have to go through number 2-4. That's Lauren Hill out there.
35-21. Ellenwood keeps the basketball on the jump ball. We're in the third quarter. Not a lot of turnovers here in this third quarter by either club, but a lot of made baskets by the Russell Broncos. Corbett on the inbound. His ball is stolen away. She tried to pass it up top to Sharp. It was stolen by Walker. Walker up the court quickly to Prester. Prester over to a hot Bagley, and Bagley finally misses. Nice save by Corbett. Hill was there to recover it. She gets it to the guard, Munson. Munson brings it up the floor for Ellenwood, trying to find somebody who can maybe make a basket for the Ellenwood Eagles. They trail 35-21. There's a carry. Good call by the official. Beckwith thought about pulling up her dribble, and then she decided to put it down one more time, and she carried it. She put the palm of her hand underneath the basketball, kind of set it on the right side of her hip. Good call by the official.
Right there, Steve. That's the one area Ellenwood's leading Russell in right now, and that's turnovers. They've had 5 in this second half. Russell's only had 1.
35-21, Russell leading by 14, 1:10 to play in this third period. Prester being patient, just looking for the ball, fighting inside, and a foul called on the white. And I believe it's on Corbett. All he could call, I was watching it very close. It's her 4th foul. She was battling against Begley, and Begley was just trying to get position. Nothing wrong on Begley's part.
In one respect, it's a gamble to run Kinsey back out there in the third quarter, but, you know, you're already down. If you don't get her on the floor now, she might not have much to play for when you do put her back in later on.
Devin Patton comes on the floor for her. 14 foul on Ellenwood. Very impressed with the sophomore Begley. The 4A school in the Russell Broncos against the 2A Ellenwood Eagles. 12-footer good. Right side Walker, just outside the elbow.
Great skip pass across there by Madison Begley. She's doing a little of everything right now.
She's an unbelievable player. Russell is a very good team right now. Can't miss. They can't do anything wrong. 40 seconds to play before the end of the third quarter. Shot up good. Right-handed layup. Makes the score 37-23. Give those 2 points to Lauren Taylor, 9th of the game. Patton whistled for the personal foul on the other end. Russell West is very quick down the floor after a missed basket or even a made basket by the Ellenwood Eagles.
Well, I think that's how they've stretched this lead out right now, is just beating the Eagles back down the floor. You've got to get out and stop the ball. It's just easy transition buckets for the Broncos in the second half.
Begley, believe it or not, does something wrong. She missed a free throw.
Defense starts with stopping the ball. You can't play defense if you allow the ball down into the lane or down onto the baseline. You've got to stop the ball.
Begley misses 2 free throws. She's missed 3 in a row.
Well, Begley steps up for Russell. Now, who's going to step up for the Eagles to give them a chance to climb back into this ballgame?
Sharp.
Becca Strecker's out there right now.
I was about to say, we have a new player on the floor right now, seeing her first action tonight.
Great cut by Lauren Till. Finishes the bucket. How about that? And the foul. Lauren Till steps up for the Eagles.
Nice job by Lauren Till. She's trying to find a little spark.
Lauren just hasn't had that many touches, frankly, since the first quarter.
No, she sure hasn't. Just her 4th point in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, here in this third quarter. It's her 11th of the game. 9.5 seconds to play in this third quarter, 37-25. Ellenwood trails. Till at the free throw line to shoot the bonus. She's 1 for 2 tonight at the stripe. She bends her knees. Right-handed shooter misses a free throw. Rebound to Russell. Looking for the final shot with 6 seconds. Now 5 more. Till tips it away, though. Ball still loose. Russell gets it. 1 second on the clock. Now Munson gets it with the steal right at the buzzer.
Best job defensively for the Eagles in the whole second half there to end the third quarter. They didn't get the turnover, but they nearly created it on 3 different occasions. Russell didn't even get a look at the basket. Ellenwood will enter the fourth, down 12.
But Ellenwood was outscored 22-10 in that quarter. 37-25. The Ellenwood Eagles will have to find somebody to get hot in the fourth quarter if they want to come out on top. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Owens. That's Wes Balin. Back after this on the Star 107.9.
Ellenwood Packing Plant is proud to be a sponsor of Ellenwood Eagles Sports. Serving Central Kansas for over 30 years, Ellenwood Packing Plant is your main source for beef and pork cuts. Plus, don't forget about the fresh deli. Ellenwood Packing Plant wishes all the Ellenwood Eagle athletes good luck and congratulates them on achieving the teamwork, leadership, and good sportsmanship. Ellenwood Packing Plant on 56 Highway, just west of Ellenwood. Whether you had planned to attend another college or weren't planning on attending college at all, it's not too late to enroll for classes at Barton Community College. Take one class or many classes, online or in person, GED classes, or perhaps get workforce training. Find what drives you at Barton. And if you are unsure what you want to do, Barton can help you with that as well. Campus tours are available, so call the admissions office today and get driven with Barton. Teal Printing offers a complete line of printing and promotional products. If you need business forms, computer forms, brochures, or just a few cups or pens, Teal Printing can do it all. With a tradition of excellence since 1967, Teal Printing is proud to serve the Ellenwood and Great Bend area. Teal Printing congratulates the Eagles on achieving teamwork, leadership, and good sportsmanship.
Starting the fourth quarter, Russell misses their first shot. Ellenwood gets the rebound up the floor very quickly. Lauren Hill with a pass from Ashley Munson, the senior. She gets a quick 2-point and a timeout called by Coach Duncan. Let's keep it right here.
That's the first transition basket Ellenwood's had in a very long time as well. Coach Duncan wants them to get out and run the floor. Lauren Hill leads the pass down, gets an easy bucket. Ellenwood seems to be maybe in business right now.
37-25 was the score at the end of the third quarter. Count the bucket right there. Should get the score to 27. Would make it 37-27.
I was just going to ask you if I was crazy about that. Coach Gatton's coming over to check with the scorer's table here. That bucket should count.
Coach Gatton is talking to him. The bucket was good by Till.
A brand new crew at the scorer's table this year. John Meyer, who's run the clock for a long, long time, is not down there tonight. So we've got a new person on the book. Karen Snee moved over from the book to run the clock. Now the points are up there, and Ellenwood's down 10. Maybe a little run coming on here.
Devin Patton on the floor along with Becca Strecker. Also out there, Bailey Sharp, Ashley Munson, and who am I missing, Wes? Looks like
Becca Strecker. Have you mentioned her?
Yes. Becca Strecker, Devin Patton, Lauren Till, Bailey Sharp, and Ashley Munson. That's your 5 on the floor for your Ellenwood Eagles, 37-27. Russell with the basketball. Ellenwood trying to pick up their man-to-man defense. There's a dump pass inside. It is tipped around by Lauren Till, but recovered by Russell. Kelly Rourke. Kelly Rourke able to put it back in the basket for her first 2 of the fourth quarter. 39-27. Ellenwood needs to score every time Russell does, and then try to get a defensive stop and come down on the offensive end and get a bucket. Trailing by 12-6. Just under 7 minutes to play. 5-second count. Good call by the official. Becca Strecker got stuck with the basketball. Couldn't decide which way to go with it, and by the time she did, it was too late.
Ellenwood's got to get that defense tuned up. I don't know if you switch to a man-to-man, but you got to do something different because the zone is just not creating many problems for Russell.
Well, Russell's been able to do what they want with the basketball on the inside, but
they are playing man now.
Sharks is out top on Presser. Now that's Nuss. Presser to side bottom. Side bottom has it. She'll bounce it up top to Rourke. Russell has no problem taking as much time as they can. 2-point shot good by Peyton Wise. Nice screen set. Allows their players to get open. Peyton Wise with her 4th point of the game, 41-27.
Russell came out of the locker room on fire, Steve. They haven't missed hardly anything, and there Ellenwood turns the ball right back over to them. Critical juncture in the ball game here.
Patton comes out. Beckwith back on the floor.
Ellenwood's already had 2 turnovers in under 2 minutes of play here in the fourth. That's not how you get back into a game.
Here's your starting 5. Munson, Sharp, Beckwith, Corbett, and Till on the floor for the Ellenwood Eagles, along with Bagley, Nuss, O'Rourke, Presser, and Walker for Russell. No, Peyton Wise is out there. And Brooklyn side bottom. Casey Nuss is not on the floor for Russell. They do miss a shot. Ellenwood gets the defensive rebound, but Munson half-court pass is intercepted by Kelly Rourke. Her dump passes over to Peyton Wise, who can't hit the 12-foot jumper. Now it's stolen away off of the rebound, off by Short. Short had it, and it's stolen away. And a 2-point bucket that's missed. Munson, her 3rd, team foul number 6, but a 2-point opportunity for Casey Nutt. Misses the first.
Ellenwood's had an opportunity here. Russell's missed shots, but they've turned the ball over instead of producing anything on the offensive end.
Michelle Miller on the floor now for Ellenwood. Second free throw barely drew the front of the iron. Still got the rebound. 41-27. Ellenwood needs a bucket. Trailing with 5:20 to play in the ball game. Backdoor cut. It's a nice one, but the ball is out of bounds. Beckwith.
I think they're going to come up with a foul there, Steve.
I would think Beckwith would be shooting too. No, she will not be. She was not in the act of shooting. She would have been, but she kind of got sideswiped.
That's 4 fouls on Peyton White.
Turnaround shot, no good.
They're going to go offensive, maybe? No.
Rourke, the junior, thought she had good position. She did, but the problem was she jumped.
And that's 3 on her. The foul's mounting on the Broncos. Ellenwood needs to make their move now.
Starts here at the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Absolutely. Unguarded 15-footer with the clock stopped.
Lauren Till to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Till is 1 of 3 tonight from the stripe. Make it 2 of 4. It's 13 to lead the Eagles in scoring. 41-28. Need to make this free throw if you're Lauren Till and then set the press and apply some pressure to defense. Lauren Till bends her knees, shoots with the right hand, hits the bottom of the net. Her second free throw is good, her 4th point in the quarter. 41-29. Elwood tries to set the trap across the half-court line, but Russell breaks it. There's a shot from the corner. Good. Just a 2.
Boy, they're just trading buckets with the Broncos now. There's no way back doing that. There's a turnover.
43-29. Russell trying to extend the lead even more. Offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. Another offensive shot. It's good. Peyton Wise, the offensive rebound. The glass is getting cleaned on the offensive side on the rebound for Russell. But Ellen was able to break this press.
Oh, my.
2-point shot, no good. Lauren Till with an offensive rebound of her own, and she puts it back home.
Boy, it looks like for all the world that Derry Beckwith just took a walk on that play. They didn't call it, and she got the ball into Lauren for 2 points.
45-31. Russell swinging the ball around up top. Back and forth they go between the circles.
Surprised we're not seeing the traps out of this 1-3-1 right now.
Corbett is on the floor with 4 fouls, but that means nothing when there's only 4 minutes left in the game. And they go right at Corbett, does Russell with Rourke, and Corbett's done. I apologize. Lauren Till will be listening for the foul. The way it looked, it could have gone either way. Just her first.
Boy, Russell's done such a nice job in there on the offensive glass. Ellenwood's done a lot of standing around and watching when the ball's going. You got to box out. Everybody, you got to get underneath. You got to box out. You got to keep people off the glass. And Ellenwood's not doing that. They're just standing and watching, and that's allowed Russell to get in there for all these offensive rebounds.
Becca Strecker on the floor. Coming out of the lineup, Michelle Miller. 45-21, 4 minutes to play in regulation. Russell shooting the second free throw, bounces around and pops out.
The opportunity was here in the 4th quarter for Ellenwood to make a move. There's just a lot of turnovers.
Beckwith inside to Till. Cannot get her shot to go, and she tried to get an offensive rebound, but Wise, she came up with it for Russell. There's Corbett running down a loose ball. Sharks has it. She dribbles it across the timeline. Up the court very quickly. She tried to slice it between 2 Broncos, and the Broncos came out with it. Another turnover. On the other end, layup. Sophomore. Prester. Russell is extending the lead even more. 47-21.
I've got Ellenwood with 6 turnovers in the 4th. When they needed to make their moves, they forced the action and turned the basketball over, and now they're down 16.
3-point shot is up and no good. It hit the front of the iron, bounced up. I thought it was going to fall through the net. Beckwith could not get it to fall. The long rebound to Russell. They're going to call a timeout. We'll take one. 3:06 to play in the game. 47-31. It's all Russell Broncos. Back up to this on the Star 107.9.
Calling all businesses, large or small. See the experts at National Billing for your account receivable billing, financing, and management needs. Let National Billing do your customer billing, freeing your valuable time and energy to manage or grow your business. National Billing provides immediate financing of your receivables, providing the cash to pay bills or invest in your business. National Billing is the expert in billing, collecting, and management. Contact Mel Wade and the staff for a non-obligation consultation. Located at 13 North Main, Ellenwood, a proud Ellenwood Eagles supporter.
Russell just calls a quick timeout to just regroup the Lady Broncos with 3:06 to play in this contest, leading by 16 points, 47-31. Remember, Ellenwood last year did win this contest 49-34, one of only 5 wins for the Ellenwood Eagles.
Ellenwood started the year 4-0 last year, in fact.
Out of the timeout, guess what? Guess who? Madison Bagley, 18 in the game. Now a turnover by the Ellenwood Eagles. Up the floor very quickly. Russell Broncos, up good. Caitlin Walker give the assist to side bottom. It's now a 20-point advantage for the Ellenwood Eagles, looking for some serious help. Somebody finally to do something on the offensive end. Only thing they can do is come back to the defensive side because it's another turnover on the Eagles. Russell will maybe pull it out. No, they will not. They're going to lob it inside to Bagley. Her turnover shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Her put back, no good. Another offensive rebound, good. Bagley, 20 now in the game. 53-31. Russell's calling off the Dogs. No more press for the Russell Broncos. They know they're going to come out on top. 2 minutes to play. No fouls. As Coach Schulte calls for the Russell Broncos. Ellenwood needs to hurry. Still trying to run their offense. There's an easy layup. It's like a layup drill that's just flat missed by Ashley Munson. Russell on the other end. They get a rebound. They run their offense. They come right down the floor. They miss 2 shots. Rebound to Michelle Klepper. 1:30 left in the game. Ellenwood's going to drop their first game of the season, 53-31. At times, though, you saw what could be for the Ellenwood Eagles this year. They cut back on their turnovers. They did in the second quarter, even though they turned it over right there. But at times, you could see West timeout. Let's keep it right here. Russell calls it. He's going to try to clear the bench for his ladies. 53-31, Russell leads now by 22, West. A minute 20 left. What do you think of the first night for the Ellenwood Eagles?
Well, the unfortunate thing is, they started the first quarter with 9 turnovers, and they've come back in the fourth with another 9 turnovers. They really have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. I think the thing that's really stood out as a problem tonight is defensively, they've got beaten back way too many times. They're not stopping the ball out high, giving their defense a chance to work. They're not making the offensive player work to get that ball inside. The entry passes have been way too easy. But offensively, I think the one plus good thing for Ellenwood, they've gotten the ball in places where they want it. They just haven't finished. That's a positive. It's a little thing to build on, but it is something.
Russell called the timeout, leading 53-31, and they will have the basketball.
Russell was a young team last year. Coach Duncan knew they were bringing back a lot of players with experience, and he expected a tough game tonight, and that's certainly what they've gotten out of the Russell Broncos.
Unofficially for Ellenwood, they're knocking on the door of 30 turnovers, I believe.
And that's an awful lot similar to last year, unfortunately.
Don't like to live in the past, but the fact is this. They averaged 30-some last year. That's where they're starting this game out right now. Minute left in the game, 53-31. A nice steal by the Ellenwood Eagles. And
Reba Thomas has done some real nice things. She's got a great steal there. She's got some good rebounds, but that's, Reba's offensive game is not quite there yet. She's done a good job on the board. She made a nice steal there. She took a walk and got a travel.
On the floor right now, we got some new players. Looks like Jenna Snell. Was she just out there for a minute? Yes, she's still out there. Also out there, I believe, Jenna Collins.
That's Alma Thomas. That's Reba's little sister.
There you go. In the roster, we've got 2 number 3s, and I just looked up and looked at the 3.
Alma's probably more athletic than Reba, but there's nobody that's ever going to outwork Reba. Alma's got a lot more skill in her game, but I don't know if she works as hard as her big sister.
Well, that's something she can possibly learn from. She did get whistled, Thomas did, for that personal foul. Sisters on the floor right now for the Ellenwood Eagles, along with the sophomore Patton. Free throw, no good. It's a 1-on-1 for Russell. 40 seconds left in the contest, 53-31. Snell brings it up to Thomas. Thomas looking inside to a cutter, and the cutter is right there. The cutter is the other Thomas. She misses a layup. Out running the floor very quickly, Savannah Huff. She loses the basketball. It's just a game of turnovers right now. 20 seconds left in this contest. Possibly a travel on Becca Strecker. They let it go. As she loses the basketball, it goes off blue. And the Russell Broncos are wearing the blue while the home team wears white. That's the rule in high school basketball. Home team wears white.
I know Ellenwood's missed a lot of shots, but I'm really going to chalk that up to, first night jitters. I'm going to let them off the hook on that. I don't think that's the real problem they have to fix.
I'm wondering if Coach Duncan's tired. He hasn't sat down the whole game. Here's a bank shot up and good by the sophomore Devin Patton. That'll end the game. 53-33. The Ellenwood Eagles drop their season opener and their home opener. We'll take a timeout on the Abbey Carpet post-game show. Coming up on the Abbey Carpet post-game show, Wes Phelan and I will discuss this game, and we'll join the head coach of the Ellenwood Lady Eagles, Coach Bill Duncan. Back up to this on the Abbey West Side Carpet Outlet Store pregame or post-game show. Thanks after this on the Star.
Let the Marmies make it happen for you. 3 generations, 2 dealerships, 1 big selection. Whether you're looking for a car, a truck, a crossover, minivan, or SUV, we've got them. The choosing is easy.